crazy how time goes. People come and then people go.
Ever wondered where words come from? Well, we are in our series on connectivity, connecting the things that maybe don't seem to go together with things that actually, I believe, are together. For example, our words and the things that we have in our life, like attitudes or even our possessions. So as we wrap this up, I wanted to put together one final Sunday thought conditioner, but my kids said, "Dad, that's too much. Let's break that into 3 separate pieces." And so we're going to look at that in this final 3 parts on connectivity. The first one is where words come from. The second one is the power of words. And the third one is how the first two, where the words come from and the power of, actually manifest in our lives. You know, we just think words are words, but words actually have the power to create. And so we're going to look at that, how where they come from out of our mouth and how it creates what we have in our lives. So I hope you enjoyed this last part on connectivity. This morning I spent about an hour and a half with a friend who lives in his car. And he has lived in his car for nearly 30 years. What's interesting about my friend is that he is currently, or of my current friends, the most thoughtful in how he uses his words. Hi, I'm Doug Snyder, Intimacy with God Ministries. This is Sunday's Thought Conditioner, and the word is possess. So today's word, possess. What I want to suggest is that what we currently possess, we have spoken into existence. So there's a connection between the words that we speak and the things or the attitudes that we have. And things and attitudes both. Last week we talked about the thoughts we think and the accusing voices in our head. And this week I want to talk about out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks. And so what's significant about the heart and the mouth connection is that we are a spirit that has a soul, the soul being our mind, will, and emotions, that live in a body. So if you know the YMCA triangle, those are the 3 things that are on that triangle: body, soul, and spirit. So we are a spirit, an eternal spirit, that has a soul, mind, will, and emotions, and a body. And the important part about the heart is that is really the center of who we are. That is where life truly exists. That's where life burgeons from in us. And so, you know, most people can watch their tongue in most cases, but you observe a person who gets drunk and they lose that gate. They lose the mind portion to govern what they say, and out of their mouth will come a lot of things that you may be surprised with. Or you observe a person in a spat. Maybe it's a spousal spat, or maybe it's childhood or sibling rivalries. And out of the mouth come what has been harbored in the heart. And the things harbored in the heart are connected to the things that are being thought about. And so if we think about this whole process, if we reason together, the things we think about are the inputs that go into our mind and get into our heart or the spirit part of us, and then they come out of our mouth, and that is a strong connection. But what is it doing? Let's pause that thought process right there and go back to Genesis.